This call is being recorded.
Sorry.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for
Appreciate it.
us.
I don't know if you can hear me well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'm recording this conversation. Please don't hesitate to interrupt if you have any questions. Totally fine.
All right.
What was that?
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, straight. I'm glad you got this natal chart reading. Yeah, your chart is actually pretty dope. I'm familiar a bit with it because I've been studying 97 a bit, especially July and August.
Okay.
Primarily, it's actually a really interesting attainment you have because um, you were chosen by destiny, right? You have the South Node on your rising, and then you're a Soul Reaper. Welcome to the club. You got Moon on Saturn, right? So that's like demiurgic soul. And then you also have Juno on the sun. Juno is the queen goddess. It's Jupiter's wife. But when so usually I look out for women who have this, like women who have this on their sun, moon, and rising. But when men have this as well, it still indicates a sense of rulership. It's gonna really represent. Also, Juno is a marriage asteroid, so it kind of speaks to what you commit to, and a lot of in Leo, how you express this royalty, which now is awesome because 1997 is one of the rare years within a 65-year or 85-year interval where the sun is in its dignity in Leo and Uranus is in its dignity in Aquarius. Oh, and then you also have Jupiter opposite Juno. So Jupiter opposite Juno, it kind of pairs you into these celestial connections because once again, Jupiter is Hera's husband, right? Hera is Jupiter's wife in Greco-Roman myth. That's the queen goddess and the king of the gods. Normally, like Kanye West has Sun on Jupiter, and he married Kim Kardashian, who has who has Juno on the sun, right? And it's actually not uncommon for Jupiter sons or Jupiter heads to get with Juno people. And I think it can work the other way around. You might attract, people who have Jupiter contracts or contacts, but I think that's also kind of interesting. But Uranus opposite, Uranus in its dignity and the sun in its dignity, first of all, sun opposite Uranus is a very unconventional aspect. So you express genius very unconventionally because in Aquarius, you're going to tap into supernatural qualities um, around other people. And that sounds really cool in sci-fi, but it's actually super weird because you end up just seeing, facets that split seconds in the moment about other people and that they may inevitably show to you. Especially with Jupiter here, this will actually designate the unconventional and innovative knowledge and discernment of what you pick up around other people, especially with the influence of Neptune. Um, the cool thing about Uranus in Aquarius is it's a sense of claircognizance. So you can just kind of gain flash insights of gnosis and knowledge around other people. And that's the weird part. Like, it won't make sense why we met for the first time and we're talking, and you just suddenly tell me about my pet who passed away. And it's like, how did you know that my dog died? Like, that's kind of weird. And then Jupiter expands this claircognizant channel, and it looks like Leo, you're able to just see it through. And that's the thing I like about Leo. First of all, y'all the main character. Forget what anyone says. Like, you like This stuff really does revolve around you. And then second of all, like you're able to see uh how evil people are, especially with the Aries moon. Like your soul holds the authenticity that you feel that a character has. And this is where you and I have in common. Like I have Moon Saturn in Capricorn. You have Moon Saturn in Aries, which was after Cap, which means 96, 97. You guys are the leaders of the new school, which is the most important thing. Over the next 2 years, Saturn's going into Aries. You guys are the very first to come of age. So as you can see, you were born with Pluto and Sagittarius. Me, we were born in Pluto and Scorpio as millennials. So you guys are the next generation after Pluto Scorpio. We're here to destroy that which isn't built in purity, and that leaves you guys who creates the entire new world based on a whole new world order. And the first people who have Pluto and Sag are you guys, Saturn and Aries. Pluto and Sag spans from 95 to 2008. That's Saturn Aries to Saturn Virgo. So you guys are the leaders of the new school, the sparkers of the concepts of the new world. And that's something to keep in mind because your soul is directly connected to this karmic mission. All right. It's even cooler because now this is in your second house. Your soul power is an aspect of your authenticity you manifest. And now, as a Pisces rising, you're a divine being. This eclipse we're having right now, this, in fact, that's why I think it's awesome you're getting this reading now. This eclipse, this new moon, this Pisces season is unlocking with the North Node not only your personality and your divine beingness, but now the North Node is opposite your North Node. It returned 10 years ago. And to kind of look at that, when the North Node is on your rising or the South Node is on your rising, you're chosen by destiny, which now is wild crazy, bro, because you also have the Leo attainment. So you're like a main character who has plot power and literally linked with destiny. You ever watch those like movies or shows and then the main character, like the plot just kind of works out always, and like things just happen to work out in their favor. That's kind of like you. And then on top of that, with the Aries moon, Leo sun. So Leo is the hero, period. Aries is the villain, Leo is the hero, right? So with the Aries moon, Leo sun, you're the anti-hero. Pisces and Aries are antisocial personalities. So it's like you're still social, right? But you're an individual social royal, right? With a universal personality. I'm an entity, never mind my identity, right? So as a divine being, you carry the vibration of original courage, the original king, right? The original solar king, the original performer. And the reason why that's significant is now with the South Node on your rising, you are unlocking the belief in yourself in this lifetime as you hold space in order to analyze how it is you really shift others, beliefs about themselves, in order how you really unlock the relationships you're meant to unlock. And that's where, similar to myself with Moon Saturn, and I'm going to give you this alien constructs article when you download this recording. It's going to come with articles. This will a Moon Saturn construct article. So we both have Moon Saturn. Everyone who you see with Moon Saturn, Action Bronson, I don't know if you heard of him. I can't believe it. But he also has Moon Saturn in Scorpio. Moon Saturn. There's Sun Saturn. There's Saturn rising, which is world embodiment, and then there's Moon Saturn, which is the vessel of karma. Okay. So us with Moon Saturns, we become effectively immortal during our Saturn return. It's incredibly hard to kill us or for us to die. Yeah. And then on top of that, um, we were born with internal authority because what Saturn represents is a totality of the material universe, right? In Aries, it's going to represent the totality of authenticity. In your second house, this is going to be your bank. You literally have a world within your soul that's quite literally your bank. And it's so very important because now that you're returning it, you're unlocking this sense of wealth since last year. And now this is going to represent the totality of original raw power, original raw soul power, and the totality of authenticity you have in your soul bank that you're going to use in order to, with Mars and Libra, take social action and heal others. Okay. Because Aries is going to be the like you're a gangster, bro. Like you have this gangster raw quality and it's all yours. That's the most important thing. You harness this raw authenticity and we both have soul power. It's just your soul power is original and it's linked towards the creation of a new world relative to this next generation. It connects with Pluto and Sag, which takes this extreme awakening of vision. Hence, of course, y'all generation is meant to awaken on a supernatural level because Pluto or Sagittarius is the first of the four god signs. So you guys are the first relative to the 1700s to awaken on this godlike level. And all of that connects to your soul relative to now how extremely you tap into this authenticity as it aligns with your legacy to be seen. MC Sagittarius means you're meant to be seen in this life, which is cool because your son's creative in the fifth house, so you really perform and integrate this creativity. But yes, the Sun Saturn means that we have internal authority. So basically, you have an entire world within you. This world represents the integrity. In this case of your individual actions and authenticity, this is going to be your value. Every time you stay true to what you're worth, it will always, edify your value in the long run. And this is you're gonna gain a fortune over the next 30 years as you unlock this all by yourself, which is the coolest thing too. So what this means is we have the answers within. You literally have a God soul, what we would call a God soul. You carry the world within, and this is why you would count as a soul reaper. Now, in taking that into account, not only do you have the soul, you have a divine being that you come from like an ancient future. You come from the divine, and then you have the queen goddess on your spirit with a 27-degree Mercury mastermind. So you are very capable in integrating the creative expression and passionate reflection of your ideas. You're a big deal, fam. I'm not trying to like fly. I think some people may feel like, oh, you say this to everyone, peace dealer. Like you're just hyping me up. And like I love what I do because I'm able to like reveal how awesome people are with their charts. However, some of y'all are heavy hitters. You're one of those people, bro. Like whenever I see kind of combinations like that, that's a big deal. 28-degree Neptune means, and that's the cool thing with 1997 and I think some of 98, you guys are the most psychic people on the planet. 29 degrees Neptune in Capricorn is nuts. It's crazy. All right. And you've just awakened it with Pluto here. So it really speaks towards a very subconscious physiological understanding of what our bodies pick up real time and how our bodies are like psychic antennas that allow us more to read people's body language. But once again, with the moon Saturn, what this means is you have the answers with it. When it comes to how worth something is to you, when it comes to your power, your value, when it comes to what you authentically feel, you have to actually trust that 100,000%. Because if you're wrong, you're wrong. But what's going to happen is you have internal authority. So what you feel is right within, that's what's right. And then you can look outside of yourself to find information that, of course, aligns with what you feel is right within yourself. And because that Saturn is an internal authority, you'll find you literally have the answers within. If anyone else were to do this, it would be confirmation bias, but you'll find that it's actually not. Like for you, it's actually legit. And I definitely want you to test that out. That's something unique to us with Moon Saturn. And definitely check out that alien construct article. You'll see with the Moon Saturn, we can establish a world family, intuit the strategies of world leaders, you know, energetically assist women in pregnancy, and you'll see other stuff as well. It's like being a Jinchuriki in Naruto in a certain way. When you have like the moon on any of the outer planets, you are a vessel, and so you also have Vesta here. So now the opposition to Chiron and Libra, you're taking raw, original quality of your core, right? At your core, you have this godly origin. And this is why it's important because you're one of the pillars of the new generation. You are one of the leaders of the new school. And now you're taking this core, which represents your own values, original values about how you take action individually and how you manifest your value. And Libra now, because you have Mars in Libra, this is the social actions that you take relative to others because you're here to heal trusting other people. Chiron and Saturn could represent others who've tried to take advantage of your valuing yourself, or you not necessarily, drawing proper boundaries when dealing with others. Because as an original social, right, as an individual social, you're actually social. Like I don't have Leo, I don't have Libra, I don't have Virgo. I'd be sometimes awkward when I go out. And I mean not as much anymore because I have Mercury and Leo now. So now I'm like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of can have fun, but like, yeah, you were born with these social aspects. Like you're a social king. Okay, like you're meant to really express your creativity, inspire others, right? So I don't really have it. I'm not, a lot of my actions are not towards other people. I have Mars in Aries. I take a lot more selfishly directed action, but you take a lot more altruistically healing action. And that directly connects with your moon Saturn. You're going to feel how authentic you're coming from, and that's going to influence the balanced actions you take towards others. So with Chiron here, you want to be mindful because you could be vulnerable in the way you take these actions, especially if they clash with your inner moral code, your integrity. So Chiron opposite Saturn is basically saying you can cooperate with others, but you want to be mindful of how you may allow others to take advantage of you. Because if so, that will create more wounds, and you're going to have even crazier trust issues. Versus you taking the right action with others because you are the hero, and that's where we go back to once again. Leo is the hero. Libra is the hero. Leo is like love. Libra is activism. It's what love looks like in public. It's the justice. So those are the two heroes, right? Then you have the villains, right? You have Aries and you have Aquarius, but Aries isn't always the villain. Aries is only the villain when it pursues self-interest over the interest of others. So when we put Aries and Leo together, you're the anti-hero, right? You're like the hero, but you're not like the traditional like goody two shoes here. You still got the Aries. It's like I'm gonna do my own thing, but I'm still gonna help, other people. And what's cool about that is you do this as an ascendant master. You're the divine being here, the Pisces rising. So you're destined to really unlock, in a certain sense, I don't want to say perfection, but mastery. You're destined to really bring your belief in yourself to help really connect with others masterfully and maybe even manifest value with them as well, which means relationships with others will be key. And over the next 6 months, as you're unlocking, because Saturn's going through your risings, preparing you for your Saturn return, you're coming into the belief systems around what is everything I believe about myself? Because you're getting ready to step into who you truly are. And in 6 months in Virgo season, you're going to understand how and unlock how it is you translate who you believe you are with how it is you connect with other people. Okay. So we see Libra is opposite Aries. We see Aquarius is opposite Leo, right? Jupiter now is going to represent the expansion of this claircognizant channel relative to the ruler of your 12th, which, by the way, bro, gang, this is another thing about your chart that's extremely rare. I've never heard this spoken about in astrology. I came up with this technique. When you have the ruler of your 12th house next to or in your 12th house, you're an ultimate legend. So you have legendary status. First of all, Pisces, you're the legend. you're Pisces rising. You embody the legend. But you have something that I have and everyone else that has, we're legends. Drake has this, the Gem Goddess on YouTube has this. Basically, like Drake has the moon in Cancer ruling his 12th house as a Leo rising. Gem Goddess has the Pluto Scorpio, all the Sag risings with Pluto Scorpio, ruler of their 12th and their 12th. I'm a Taurus rising with Mars in Aries. Mars rules Aries. So the rulership of the 12th being in the 12th house is an ultimate legendary status because the ruler of this legendary of this unconscious house exists there. And in this case, you have the highest legendary status other than the Aries rising. Uranus in Aquarius, are you kidding me? In the 12th, this means that the claircognizance and the knowing that comes around other people is as weird and freaky as it is like seemingly science fiction. Like so there's stuff that you shouldn't even know that you know, but you still know, especially when it comes to other people. Jupiter is expanding this claircognizant channel, and it's going to really influence how you integrate the creative expression in dealing with other people, especially with the 12th house portion of Aquarius, because this is going to represent hidden knowledge. This is a supernatural quality of yourself you keep hidden from others, possibly because it's pretty goddamn weird. You know what I mean? Like we just met, so like you shouldn't know my life this well. And I barely told you anything about me. So this is gonna have people look at you kind of weird, but now you're like an alien. You know what I mean? So, I hope I'm not exaggerating most of these claims. I just want to give you an idea of what this looks like because as you kind of grow more into it, you're going to unlock more ease of efficiency using this. And Mercury at 27 degrees Leo is going to represent the bold creativity that anchors Saturn in your Aries and links to this integrity of thought that will have you express very structured and creatively how talented you are actually and how you build this lifestyle around that. And then Venus in Virgo is going to represent the analytical nature of your heart, square Pluto. That is Nine of Pentacles. It secures a lot of wealth, but it also represents how grounded you express, your desire, your love, and how you get to this money. Okay. But did you have any questions at all?
Not really, but I'm I'm enjoying what you are saying because mostly is true. That's for sure.
Oh, it resonates with you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super awesome. Yeah, yeah. The let's see, 10:50 a.m. That's correct. The oh thank God, 10:50 p.m. The year and date of birth is also still very significant as well because it definitely reflects how you're gonna be ready to come of age and push forward into creating this next regime, right? But it's just so awesome to see these points of rulership, and that's why I love astrology because you can see like certain points, but you can see how they all work together and how they make up this greater composite archetype. And we see clearly here you're a divine ruler. Like you have the prince with the Pisces rising, you have the king with the Leo, right? Yeah, that's wild, but and then the ruler, the soul rulership with the Aries, the ultimate legendary aspect with Aqua. So all of these make up a like I feel like you're like a shonen anime character, but like you definitely in fact, me giving you this reading, it's like I'm the side character of your movie right now. It's like I got to get a couple scenes in the movie. It's like the extra here, but and I'm honored. But yeah, bro, this is definitely awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna send you this recording, but I think you have a
Thank you,
lot to
man.
look forward to. Oh, no problem, man. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at any time. That discount code that I have, I see you apply to. You can use it at any time too if you ever want another read.
Thank you. For real.
Or I'm gonna email this to you right now.
Thank you.
All right, bro. You have a blessed week.
So you too, bro. Thank you so much.
Uh, you're
Appreciate
gonna
it.
get the email. You're gonna get the email through WeTransfer. Okay, so it'll have all the links in it.
No problem.
All right, peace out, fam.
Peace.